Brian, how's it going?
Oh, hey Mitch, how you doing? I'm great. Great hearing from you.
Now you're putting together a tribute to John Bonham of Led Zeppelin, but you're doing something different. It's not sort of a Led Zeppelin tribute thing with a Robert Plant imitator and all that. You're getting a whole bunch of drummers together?
Yeah, but I'm not going to be playing drums. I'm going to just wear the blonde wig, and I've been singing for months, practicing these Zeppelin songs. I am going to be Brian Plant for the evening. Okay, let's here. Let me get real here. Here's what's going on. It's called Bonzo : the groove remains the same. And I had this little idea this year as I was just like staring at Zeppelin posters and obsessing about Bonham's snare sound as I always do. And I was just like, we've got Randy Rhoads tributes and Dimebag tributes and all this great stuff for those guys, and I'm a huge fan of them, and I'm also a huge fan of Zeppelin being my favorite band and Bonzo being my favorite drummer of all time. So I was just like, I'm sitting here in LA, what if we got the Amber Vistalite kit, a replica kit from the song remains the same, with the Appice cymbals, the gong, the timpanis, and just set it up at the front of a stage, and one by one all the drummers pick their favorite song, and one by one we all get up there and play our favorite Zeppelin song. I'm like, and I looked at the calendar, and Bonzo died on September 25th, 1980. So this is the 30th anniversary to the day of his passing. And my buddy Joe Sutton, he's a promoter here, he had that date on hold at the Key Club. So I was like, wow, this is lining up too easily. It's got to happen,
okay.
So that's what it is. It's the groove remains the same. September 25th. It's a Saturday night at the Key Club. You can get tickets at keyclub.com or ticketfly.com, which is their service they have. And they're on sale right as we speak this second. They went on sale Friday. There's a bunch of great drummers going on. And I wish I had the list.
The drummers are going to be at the front of the stage, you said?
Yeah. This is what makes it unique.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah. This is what makes it unique. When I was a kid, I thought bands supported drummers. I listened to the drums first. I was like, whoa, listen to that drum set. Listen to that, And I was like, yeah, the vocals, whatever. Oh, that's a nice melody. Those are good chords. That's a cool riff. But it's the drums, So that's how I want to present it, where the spotlight is on the drummer all night. The band will be on the sides of the drummer playing and, doing their thing. But not the focus. It's all about the drummer. It's all about those little parts.
Now, you're going to have 20 different drummers, and the show's going to run what? An hour and a half, 2 hours?
No, it'll be about 2.5 to 3. And
wow.
yeah, and
does each drummer do one song, or is each drummer doing 2, 3?
No. Each
at the end? What's it going to look like?
Each drummer does one song. I'm going to start it out to get it out of the way and just set the pace. Here you go, bam. Nobody's going to know what songs we're playing. Nobody's going to know what order the drummers are going to be coming up on. And I will tell you that Jason Bonham's going to be there, so it's safe to say he's not going to be at the beginning of the show. You know what I mean? We'll pretty much have Jason close it. At the end of Jason playing, we're going to have a little jam. I don't even know if I want to divulge what that is, because it's just going to be too cool. But it involves every drummer getting up there.
It's to come out and check it out.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to entice the listeners.
Frankie Banali of Quiet Riot.
Yeah, Frankie Banali. I'm going to try and do alphabetical to the best of my memory. This is my memory working right here. Stephen Adler, Vinny Appice, Kenny Aronoff, Frankie Banali, Bobby Blotzer, Fred Coury. Where are we at now? There's a couple. Oh man, I just said Fred Coury. Let's just keep Kurt Meyer from Salty Dog. He's such a jamming drummer. If you haven't heard Salty Dog.
Wow, what a
that's
name from the past. What a great band. Too bad
yeah.
it didn't last a little longer.
Yeah, but just go YouTube, come along and listen to Kurt. He's awesome. Abe Laboriel from Paul McCartney. Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers, Jason Bonham, Joe Travers from Zappa Plays Zappa. He's going to pretty much blow most people away. You're going to be like, whoa, look at this guy go. Carmine Appice is going to be on via a video performance because he has a clinic out of town, as will Mike Portnoy, because they want to be a part of it, but they're out of town at the time. Chris Slade from AC/DC, Simon Wright from AC/DC. Who else confirmed recently? Oh, Stephen Perkins from Jane's Addiction. Who else? There's a couple others. There's like probably a few others.
What's interesting in that is that it's not all one genre. I mean, you got some guys that are known to be, quote unquote hair metal guys, and you got some others that are more sort of alternative, and you got so it's everybody paying tribute to the master.
Yeah. I mean, it's drummers paying tribute to a drummer. The style, it's rock drumming. It all comes down to rock drumming. So it doesn't matter if it's Jane's Addiction, which is noted for being this style, or Bobby Blotzer for being that style. It's the fact that Blotzer's going to go up play the song that he wants to play, and it's just going to be a blast to see every drummer's interpretation of our favorite drummer, and I think it makes it special. Some people have gone, how are you going to do this? How are you going to squeeze these guys in one by one without too much dead time in between? It's pretty easy. We're going to have 2 drum techs. I don't know of any. Maybe this has been done, but I don't know of any drum techs that have had an assistant drum tech. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have our drum tech hire an assistant, so we have a back of the drum kit tech and a front of the drum kit tech. Pre-measured drummers sit down, get their measurements, and while one's walking off, the other one's coming on, we're adjusting heights of floor toms and hi-hats and cymbals and angles of all that stuff. And that's going to be the most seamless way to do it. I don't want multiple drum sets up there. I will tell you, though, Jason Bonham rules, and he's made a nice little contribution to the night. So the drum, we will not only have the Amber Vistalite kit front and center. There's going to be a couple other kits flanking that kit, and it's just going to make the stage look as bonzified as it could possibly be.
Possible.
Yeah.
Now, is this a one-off event, or are people going to be able to buy it on DVD or a CD, or is there going to be something to record this?
Yeah. We're definitely going to get a mobile Pro Tools unit. What's that?
You're going to get a video crew in and tape it, or?
Yeah. We're working on it right now. We're getting a mobile Pro Tools unit to properly record the whole thing and not have to rely on a board mix, because that's not how you want to hear this kind of thing. And we're going to get we're going to hire a little video crew to at least get a few cameras around the stage and from above and all that stuff. But and down the road, if it goes well and everybody's and it works out to be not some kind of logistical nightmare, if getting everybody and their managers to sign off on their performance, if it's done with the spirit that it was started in, it should be a no-brainer. You start getting into finances are one thing, but if you get into like everybody fees and paying and all that, I'm going to do what I can and I'm going to kind of roll with it as it goes. But for now, everybody's just like, hey, I'm there, I want to play, and that's how it started. So it's a tribute, and tickets are being sold, and we're going to go out of pocket in the beginning to make this thing happen in the right way. We're going to hire the proper amount of techs and the video crew and the audio crew, so it's not something that you look back on and say, oh, what a great night, too bad we didn't think about that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to. This is a full-time job right now. It's definitely taking up a full-time amount of hours per week, and then some, probably more, because I get into it and I get psyched, and then when I hear feedback from the other drummers about how they're excited, it makes me want to go to the next level as well. So
Do you think this might become an annual event, or is this really just a one-off?
It's a one-off now, but I have no problem with the concept of next year around the same time, if you can get a similar night, if it's a September 25th, which means a lot, if you can get that night or somewhere around that, you do the Groove Remains the Same, and you have, there might be reappearing drummers, there might be a few guys that wish they were here that couldn't be, and I think that makes it interesting. Hey man, this guy's coming back, but these 5 guys that couldn't be there are going to be there. Yeah, I don't see why that wouldn't be something cool every year.
Oh man, I wish I was. And I can see that our time's running out, so I'll let you go on that, and then we'll talk again and talk about your new gig with Whitesnake.
Oh yeah, we should. That should be another chapter, I guess, since we're definitely. I'm watching the ticking, and if we keep this complete, this is the end. Dude, that just hit 11 minutes, and we started at 1 minute.
Yeah, perfect.
That was 10.